Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod woman, and Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Can you smell that? Do you smell it? Can you tell the difference? Well, I am wearing my day off / vacation day perfume, and I only wear it when I have a day off. I have my everyday, even though it's from the same family, which is Chanel, but yep, so I'm wearing my day off perfume because I am off today and I've got lots of things to do and I will have fun doing them because it's a day off. I'm so excited. So today I'm going to digress. Yeah, Sarah, tell us something we already don't know. I mean, really, all you do is digress. That's how you go from what could be a 2-minute video to a 17-minute video because all you do is digress. Excuse me, I digressed. Anyway, can you tell I'm in a good mood? A day away from work is a good day. So, what I'm digressing to today, which is, away from the high-fat, low-carb, because enough is enough every now and then. So today, my topic is, eating real food gives you real results. And that's so true. As we adjust to giving up some of the, anybody can give up processed foods, that isn't just like the plan that I'm on, but the processed foods really aren't real food, are they? They are so refined, they have so many chemicals and additives and preservatives and things done to them that they really are just reconstituted items of what used to be known as food. Or maybe in, like with the pumpkin lattes at Starbucks, there's no percentage of pumpkin at all in the latte. But I bet it's premium dollars there. I don't know because I don't go to Starbucks. But anyway, if you're eating real food, by that I mean single ingredient, for the most part, items. That means like a pork chop, a sweet potato, a lettuce, a head of lettuce, an apple, a bunch of grapes. Those are single ingredient real foods. And you're eating them, hopefully, the way nature intended them. When you eat an apple, which is skin and all, it is the way nature intended it. So the fiber is going to take care of the sugars because it's going to push it through your system that much faster. If you peel the apple, if you eat applesauce, you're not going to get the same benefits. So, anyway, I am a big promoter of eating real food. By that I mean having real cream instead of Coffee Mate, having real butter instead of imperial margarine or shed spread, or, nobody ever answered me in my thing. I said, what is Earth Balance? I've seen it, I saw people buying it at Whole Foods, and do they really think it tastes better than butter? Is it better for you than butter? I don't know, because I've never bought it. I'd rather have the real thing or no thing. That's how it happens when you start eating real food and appreciating the quality, like upgrading a raspberry from regular to organic. You can taste the difference, at least I can in raspberries. There's other things that probably I can't tell the difference of, I'm having, when it comes to looking for eggs, I am beginning to buy range eggs or pastured eggs, not necessarily organic, but the humanely treated, the chickens live out in a pasture, they're eating grass, they're eating insects and anything else they want to, not necessarily grain-fed, so that's what I'm looking for, is the pastured part of being an egg, not organic, raised in a cage. And there was an interesting article in something, not sure what it was, but there's a law that's been passed in different states where chickens in those cages, in the industrial egg-laying world of eggs, there are new laws, and it goes state by state, excuse me, where they have to have more room to roam, move their legs, stretch out a little bit, rather than just in those coops where it's just, they're all huddled together. And it's very, very interesting. So then the naysayers of these poor little chickens needing a little space to roam and some place to like move their legs, the naysayers say, well, they're going to be eating more fecal matter, which will go through into the egg, so the eggs won't be as beneficial for human consumption. So it's just very, very interesting, isn't it? I mean, you have to, a documentary on what lobbyists really do would be very, very interesting, because the lobbyists sway the senators that sway the big food industry or the pharmaceutical companies or the banks for interest rates. It's also very, very interesting. And that equals political, right? So here you are. It's best to eat real food for real results. And like now I'm having this unsweetened dark chocolate cocoa, and that's part of my treat. And so I have it. And so of course the cocoa is powder. It's unalkalized powder. So it hasn't been treated as much as an alkalized powder. And it's by Ghirardelli, but it's like now a powder. And it still shows that it's got fiber in it and 0 grams of sugar and things like that. But, to me, that's processed, even though it's all natural and still has some fiber left in it. But, I'm not having a lot of the things that I used to consider healthy things, real things. A lot of that is the whole grain part. It's really hard to get away from that when we think that whole grains are good for us, and because they tell us so and all that kind of stuff. And moving on to like having 1 leaf of romaine with ham and cheese and rolling that up and calling that the new sandwich, right? Perhaps one day I will have a reduced fat Cape Cod potato chip, and all it contains is canola oil and salt. Perhaps I'll have one of those again, but that's basically a reconstituted potato. And so that's veering away from real food, but to me that would be a rare and appropriate treat, So there's just some things, some places that I still may continue to enjoy, but real food equaling real results are found usually around the parameters of your grocery store. The less something is done to the item, the better off it is for you, such as any dairy product. As soon as they remove the fat and make it either fat-free or low-fat, they've heavily processed the item. And you may not know what their version of processing is, because they do not have to disclose what that is. They have to disclose the item, like if, vitamins have been added or something. But to remove the fat, they don't have to disclose what it is that they do. But they do something. And the flavor usually isn't there because the fat isn't there. So it's a very interesting topic, but I prefer my food real, and thus my results have been real. And in full disclosure, when I first joined Weight Watchers with the tracker, I was eating processed food still. I was enjoying Coffee Mate still. I was having Truvia, which is, although they tout it as good for you or safe for you, it's been processed 47 times. And a green leaf doesn't get to a white powder without a whole lot of bleach, right? If you had a green sweatshirt and you wanted to make it white, it would take a whole lot of bleach. You wouldn't try to do that, right? So, there were a lot of processed foods, a lot of boxes of things, a lot of containers of chemicals that I was eating before I got to the place that I'm at now. I was enjoying Bolthouse salad dressings. Now I enjoy olive oil. That to me, even though olive oil has, yes, been processed because it began its life as olives. And so there has to be some sort of process that's done to it. But for me, that's an acceptable sort of thing, That's just how it is. I'm not going to put olives on romaine lettuce and call it, a better... call it real food with real results. I still want my olive oil. So, of course, there are places where there are conflicts. And it could seem Like I'm hippo. Oh my God, I can't think of the word. I'm sure somebody will write it below. Where I'm saying one thing and doing the other. And maybe that is true. Maybe I'm not just aware of it right now as I'm talking. But the less things that are done to the product that you're eating, the happier your body will be. It's more in the way that nature intended it. And, I'm just a firm believer of it. Yes, sometimes we cook things on top of the stove or bake things in the oven or even put things in a crock pot. But if you're not, if it's a roast pork that you're putting in the oven, it's still a roast pork. It's the stuff that, it's real food. And you could get real results from eating the real food. So that's my little digression from the high-fat, low-carb world that you might say I'm obsessed with and consumed with. But it's going to be a good day. I have on my day off vacation perfume to ever remind me that it is my day off. I'm off to a meeting. I've got a little retailing because they're giving out all these bonus things. Macy's, Kohl's. My Old Navy ones are at the end of this month. So yeah, I've got a lot of fun places I have to go and a lot of places that aren't necessarily fun but needed. And so it'll be a nice day, and I hope you have one too. So remember, real food equals real results. The less done to something that you're putting in your mouth, the better results you're going to get on the scale. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until the next time, this is Sarah. Bye-bye for now.